All right, guys. So, I mean, I'm gonna give this the last try here. It's 11:43 p.m. on Monday, the 13th. This call has had a lot of technical difficulties, but I got it recording, so I'm just gonna go off and I'm going to take off the dings, and I'm gonna give you guys everything that I got right now, and hopefully it records the right way. And once it's recorded, I can put it up and save it on YouTube or save it on a different website so that all of you guys can listen to this call over again. All right. So first and foremost, guys, everybody, welcome to the call. This is Julio Acosta, International Marketing Director in World Ventures. Also, I'm an RMD on my second center, and I promise to God I will be an IMD by this summer. This is the deal. For some of you guys who may or may not be familiar with my story, about 4.5 years ago when I first got started, I showed this information to my uncle. My uncle was one of the guys that I looked up to in life, his business, and he was also like one of my, maybe, close to my father figure kind of deal, when I was growing up. And I remember coming up to him and showing him the business, and when I showed it to him, this gentleman laughed in my face so hard. He laughed at me so freaking hard. He laughed at me so hard that his teeth had to be touching my nose. And, I felt like crap when he did that, but and he got me so riled up that I knew that I had to get this thing done. And I remember when he laughed in my face and he told me that's a scam, and my friends have done this, and my friend did this, and my friend did that, this company and that company, the electricity deal, the health deal, and he was telling me it's a scam and those things don't work, and that so on and so on and so on. And I remember hearing a line at a training where it said that be very careful of whose opinions you buy, because if you buy somebody's opinion, you're going to buy the person's lifestyle. And so I loved my uncle. He had his house and his car and so on and so on, but I really didn't want his lifestyle, especially when it was compared to the guys in World Ventures like Johnny Wimbrey and Matt Morris and Jefferson Santos and David Peach and Troy Brown and so on and so on and so on. Guys, the list can go on and on and on. I can do a whole call just naming guys' lifestyle that I've wanted when I started in World Ventures. And you see, when my uncle told me that, that was a big driving force in my business for a couple years. You see, instead of me quitting and crying about, oh, maybe my uncle was right, or maybe my uncle, hurt my feelings, or, everybody that I showed didn't tell me yes, it kind of just fueled me. You see, like him telling me that it was a scam made me feel like I got to make this thing happen because, if I don't do it, I'm going to make him right. If I don't perform here and I don't get to the finished end result, then I'm going to make him right. And for years, literally for years and years and years, I thought about that, and I'm like, man, my uncle, my uncle's not a dummy. He's not an idiot. Why would he say it's a scam? He's a pretty smart guy. He's well-rounded. So why would he call this a scam? Why would he make such an uneducated, assumption or an uneducated comment? It's a scam. Why would he say that? Why would he say that? And it drove me, the other night, it drove me kind of crazy. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, why would he say that? My uncle's not an idiot. And there's so many smart people that see this business and they'll say it's a scam. And I'm like, why do people use that stupid word? It's a scam. This business is a scam. And then, it finally hit me. I'm like, he was right. You see, my uncle was on to something. He wasn't wrong about the scam thing. You see, what he was wrong about is that he was pointing at the company and not at the person that showed him the business. You see, it's not the company that was a scam. There's billionaires that came out of Amway. There's millionaires in Avon and Mary Kay and in Herbalife. There's millionaires all over network marketing. They pop all the time. We're popping them here all day. So I'm like, why would my uncle say that? And it's because of the person who showed him. You see, the company wasn't a scam. The person who showed him was a scammer. You see, the difference between a person like me showing my uncle and a scammer showing my uncle is that a scammer went up to my uncle and told him exactly what I told him. I'm going to do this thing big. I'm going to become a millionaire here. I'm going to build a team of thousands. I'm going to take over a city. And the scammer didn't do it. You see, if somebody comes and tells you something and they mislead you and they do something different, if somebody tells you they're going to do one thing and they do something else, isn't that called a scam? So is it that the company's a scammer, or is it the person that showed you was a scammer? You see, and now it gives me a whole new outlook on this business, because now I start to think to myself, I'm like, hold on, I'm working this business. I'm telling people what I'm going to do. I'm doing it. And I told Jay Paisley today, me and Jay Paisley had to talk. Jay Paisley just said, man, I'm so freaking proud of the guy. The guy's a freaking beast. And when we're talking, he's like, dude, we did everything we said we were going to do. Everything. We did everything we said we were going to do. And I'm like, yeah, you know what that means we got to do now? we got to start saying some more stuff. We got to start saying more stuff that we're going to do. Because my uncle 4.5 years ago, when I first showed it to him, thought it was a scam because the scammers who showed him didn't do what they said they were going to do. And so my uncle wasn't wrong. He was right. It's just that he was pointing the finger at the wrong culprit. When you guys think about your business, you got to think to yourself: are you building this thing? Are you in it, or are you a scammer? Are you a reason why somebody's going to look at the company and say, "Man, that thing doesn't work"? Or are you going to be the reason why people look at the company and say, "Man, that thing changes lives"? You see, you can also look at the percentages, right? Like, this cracks me up. People look at the percentages like, oh, well, it's a scam because, only 77% or 23% of the people that join a company make money. Well, let me ask you guys a question. What percentage of people what percentage of people get results at the gym? That's an old line. We can use that all day long. Like, what percentage of people get results at the gym? You see, if you look at the compensation plan, like, you can go crazy and look at all the percentages and up and down or whatever it is too, and you can look at what the probability is for you to become an IMD. But at the end of the day, like, if it's only one option that you explore, then that's the option that you're going to get. And in my head and in my heart, like, if you're not a scammer, if you're not a scam, then there's no reason why you shouldn't be an IMD or MD or whatever it is that you're telling people you're going to go do. Like, if you're going to go out there and build the most bottle schools, and do that. Don't be a scammer. If you're going to go out there and take the most dream trips and do that, don't be a scammer. If you're going to retire your family, if you're going to retire your mom, do it. Don't be a scammer. You see, my uncle wasn't wrong. My uncle was right. But people are the scam, not the company. We're about to be $1 billion company. It's not a scam. We're the real deal. It's just that they're scammers that come across us. People who say they're going to do things and they don't do them. I don't follow the percentages. I follow, I'm going to do it or I'm not going to do it. And it's so crazy because a couple days ago, myself, Michael Jacks, Javed White, and Jay Peso flew out to Vegas, man. It was such an insane, trip. Michael Jacks hits me up. He's like, dude, we're going to Vegas. I said, cool. We flew out the following day, got to Vegas, no reservations, started calling up rooms, called up Caesar's Palace, got the best suite that they had available. It was an expensive suite, 2 floors, 5 bedrooms, insane, top floor, penthouse. And we had the time of our lives. And one of the things that happened that has to be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity is that we got to go see Floyd Mayweather, quite arguably the best fighter to ever live on the planet, train for what also could be the biggest fight of his career. And I don't even have to begin to describe to you what kind of a feeling it was to see the guy train. And the guy literally went for 2.5 hours straight without stopping. It was more tiring for us to see the guy train than it was for us to. There were more people. People were more tired watching him train than he actually was training for those 2.5 hours. The guy got into the ring and went straight to sparring, then the heavy bag, then the speed bag, then the jump rope, then this, then that. The guy is a freaking incredible athlete, and it was a conversation that me and Michael Jacks had when we started talking. And he was like, this is so crazy that he lets so many people watch him while he's training. It's like he has everyone in the gym watching his every move as he trains for the biggest fighters of his career. And I remember Mike saying that there must be a lot of pressure, and that must be the reason why he succeeds on such a high level, because he's used to the pressure. And I don't think there could have been a better description of why he succeeds. And I think it is because of that. You see, people look at Floyd Mayweather as somebody that trash talks, says a lot of things, but he's been backing them up. He's training in the gym and letting us watch every single thing that he's doing while he's training, and he's training so intense. And I think from personal experience, what drives him and makes him go harder is the fact that we are watching. It's the pressure applied. You see, when I think back about when I was building the business the first time, and I went, 13 months to senior rep, I didn't have any pressure applied on me. Like, I wasn't telling people what I was going to do. I wasn't telling people where I was going. It was a switch that hit somewhere around that line where I started telling people what I was going to do and where I was going to go. And as I told more people, the pressure built. As I went faster and told more people faster, the pressure started to build up. As I started hitting the stage, the pressure started to build up. As the rooms got bigger and I was telling people what we were going to do, the pressure started building up. And you see, I'm not a scammer. When I say I'm going to go do something, I do everything humanly possible to get it done. And so I'm watching Floyd Mayweather there, and he's talking to himself. He's saying, I'm a different fighter every day. I'm a new fighter every day. I can fight every round as a different fighter. I can fight every day as a different fighter. Every fighter, I'm a different day. Every day, I'm a different fighter. And I'm listening to that, and I'm like, man, that makes so much sense, man. Because if you want to go to another level, you got to fight a different fight. You got to be a different fighter to fight that different fight. Because if you're the same fighter all the way through, even Tyson gets knocked out. So it's your ability to adjust and to have the pressure applied. You see, I think that there's a such thing as positive pressure. You can have positive pressure on you, and it'll force you to do some incredible things if you have the right pressure on you. And when I think about that, it took me 13 months to hit senior rep in the company, which is, probably one of the slowest. But 17 months after that, I hit international marketing director. I went from having a team of 100 to having a team of thousands in 17 months, and it's because I applied pressure. I said I was going to put 10,000 people into this thing, and I did it because I applied pressure. I was talking to people every day, and I was looking them in their eye and telling them that I'm going to do this. And I knew in my head and in my heart that if I didn't do it, I was going to look stupid and that I was going to be a scammer. I applied pressure. And as I'm standing here now and I'm listening and I'm talking to you guys, I start thinking about, how did I go to IMD so fast? And people ask me that all the time. And I remember thinking to myself, I remember when I heard Eric Guzbowski say he was going to do 5 presentations a day for a year, he was going to put 10,000 people in. And when he did that, the math that I did in my head right away was like, you know what? If I show 16 people a day for 2 years, I'll show 10,000 people. And if I show 10,000 people, David Peach says you get 3 out of 10. I can get 3,000 in my organization. I can be an international marketing director, and I can live my life as a dream. You know what my only mistake was? I didn't think faster. I didn't think bigger. And when I'm looking at our business now, and I'm looking around at everything that's going on and, the momentum that we're having, we have a couple ranks popping every week, people hitting big ranks, man, like hitting these big, ranks. People are winning big. We have the wins at our backs. And when I think back, it's like, man, one thing that I could have done better in my business personally is that when things are going great, I could have applied pressure, more pressure. And that's what I plan to do right now. You see, I was about to go on a blitz, right? Starting tomorrow, actually. I'm going to go on the blitz. And I wasn't going to tell anybody about the blitz because, not for any other reason other than I just didn't feel like it was necessary for me to share the blitz or anything. It was just a personal blitz, something that was just going to be between me and me. And I was actually supposed to start yesterday. I'll be honest with you guys. I'll be completely honest, completely transparent with you guys. I was supposed to start yesterday and go on this blitz. And I didn't do it yesterday. Actually, not yesterday. Today. I'm sorry. Today's Monday. I was supposed to start today, but I didn't start today. And it really bothered me, the fact that I didn't start the blitz today. And the reason why I believe I didn't start the blitz today is because I'm the only one that knew about it. And there was no pressure applied to me. And you see, what I'm planning to do right now is something that's never been done before. And it's definitely a legendary move. It's something that people are going to talk about forever, not only because of what's been done, but because of the results that are going to be coming out of this blitz. Nobody's ever done a blitz like this. Nobody's gotten this hard ever. And I know that everybody goes through periods in their lives where they feel like they're going super duper duper hard. But after they're through that period, you always feel like you could have gone harder. And this is one of those blitzes where I don't want to finish feeling like I could have gone harder. I want to feel like I gave this thing everything that I freaking got inside of my body, and I'm going to give it to them for the next 100 days. And so I invite you guys to be a part of this blitz and to be a part of something that's going to be legendary, something that's going to go down in the history books, something that when people talk about this, they're going to be like, I can't believe those guys did that. And they're going to try so hard to do it, but they're not going to be able to do it because at heart they might be scammers. This is the blitz. 100 days straight. 100 days straight. I'm going to contact 100 people a day. I bought a stopwatch. My stopwatch means I can only talk to people for 3 minutes at a time. If I talk to people 3 minutes at a time, 5 hours a day, 2.5 hour sessions, that means I'll talk to 100 people a day. I talk to 100 people a day for 100 days. In the next 100 days, I'll talk to 10,000 people. 10,000 was the number that got me to IME the first time in 17 months. I can only imagine what it'll do this time if I do it in 3 months and a week, pretty much. Next 100 days, I'm going to contact 100 people a day for the next 100 days, and I'm going to talk to 10,000 people in the next 100 days, in the next 3 months and 13 days. 3 months and 10 days. The script will go like this. Hey, what's up, Jay? This is June. I know we spoke some time ago, but listen, this is the deal. I'm working with a group of millionaires on $1 billion idea, and I'm looking for some people that want more than what they're getting right now. Are you one of them? Yes or no? Next. Hey, what's up, Mike? This is June. I'm working with a team of millionaires, and we're working on $1 billion idea, and right now I'm looking for somebody who wants more than what they got going on right now. Are you one of them? Hey, what's up, Rob? This is June. I know we haven't spoken in a minute, man, but listen, I got something important. I'm working with a team of millionaires right now on $1 billion idea, and I'm looking for some people that want more than what they got going on right now. Are you one of them? Yes or no? 3-minute calls, 3-minute calls, 3-minute calls, 3-minute calls. If you're in my area, we will meet at a Starbucks. If you're out of state, we'll do a webinar. If you're out of the country, we'll do a webinar. If you're wherever you are, we'll do a webinar. But if you're within a 50-mile radius of me, we'll sit down and we'll do the presentation. And we'll turn those into trial parties. 10,000 people, next 100 days. My hashtag to that is going to be 10K to legendary. Nobody's ever done this before. Nobody's ever gone this hard before. And we're about to do it. So if you're with me, hashtag 10K to legendary. You don't have to be a part of it. Doesn't matter if you are, if you're not. It's just, this is me applying pressure to me. If you're with me, then this is we applying pressure to we. See you guys at United on Friday. Appreciate all of you guys getting on this call and hearing me out. And it's going to be a big, big, big year. All right, let's get it. Let's go.